And welcome back, everybody, to the Quarter Buckets podcast. And this time, my first alone standing podcast. My topic I want to talk about is college football teams' records. The first team being the Oklahoma Sooners, 14-2. I think they'll win the conference championship but lose in the playoff game to an Ohio State football team. Which is my next point. They're going to go undefeated, win that natty chip, win the Big Ten Conference Championship. They may not even need Justin Fields to. And for my next team, we got to see how the Alabama Crimson Tide, led by Mac frickin' Jones, they're probably going to do they're probably going to do 10-2 in the regular season, then win a bowl game. When they win that bowl game, they will be 11-2. That's what I think their final record will be. I mean, what do you think about this team? The LSU Tigers, you think dominant defense, no offense. This year, they're going to be horrible with no Joe Burrow, no Clyde Edwards-Helaire, nobody. They lost Justin Jefferson. Who's going to give Jamar Chase the football? I don't think that's going to be anyone. I'd say 6-6. They may do something better than that, but that's going to be my record. 8-8, no playoffs. Or 6-6, sorry. Look at the NFL right there. And one of my last few teams is the Georgia Bulldogs. Jimmy Neutron, starting quarterback. But their notable losses: Jake Fromm, DeAndre Swift, Andrew Thomas. That's about all I can think of. I'll say they win that division. Yeah, they win that and they go 11-1 again. I just think it's simple. No playoff spot though, because I don't think they have that hard of a schedule. But when you're talking about them, I mean, you got to think of every possible thing. Got to think of injury. Can Jimmy Neutron lead that football team? My answer, yeah. My answer is actually yes. I think they possibly could win it all, but they won't. I mean, Ohio State's just way too freaking dominant. When you think of Justin Fields mixed up with a good halfback, that's just the scary backfield just right there. That's already a terrifying team. With a great defense, that's over. And I'm going to hop into another team with the Oklahoma State Cowgirls. They're probably going to do actually really freaking good. They're gonna lose to us, to the Sooners. We'll probably go 11-1 again. We'll meet them in the conference championship. We'll win them. They'll get in the Big 12 championship with us. Their loss would be to Texas, I believe. A couple more teams here. I think the Iowa State Cyclones. To be honest, I think they'll have a good record, but got a great record. Like, they'll probably lose 3 games, 9-3, because that's just what they do. They just lose a bunch. They're a team you just don't want to go up against, because you underestimate a bad team, they can always pull away from you. So, yeah, I'll say that, and they're going to give OU the best run for their money probably possible. And I got a few more teams, I think. Maybe one would be the Auburn Tigers. Go check out this guy's podcast channel on Anchor, StockX, but He's crazy. Want to know why? This man thought Bo Nix was going to win the Heisman Trophy. Bo Nix. Put your comments below if you think Bo Nix is going to do anything, if the Auburn Tigers are going to do anything. I'd say they win that division, but they lose. They lose in that championship game to the Georgia Bulldogs, one of the best teams probably. They're probably going to be a third seed. Let's be honest now. And I'm going to start giving a couple more teams. I'll probably do like 3-4 more teams. And after that, we're going to be wrapping this up. Another team. Clemson. Them Tigers. The Clemson Tigers. Okay? The loss of T. Higgins is extravagant. Loss of Isaiah Simmons, AJ Terrell. That's huge. That's huge for them. That doesn't matter, though. Justin Ross is out. Who is going to be the main target for Trevor Lawrence this year? They're probably still going to go undefeated. I mean, they have the easiest schedule I've ever seen. I mean, you could put a middle school football team in there and they probably would almost win a few games. So, yeah, they'll go undefeated and lose in the natty trip to the Ohio State Buckeyes. A little bit of a rematch right there. If you know, you know. And I'll probably just hop into like two more teams maybe. One of them being Utah. Not Utah State, just Utah. Ooh, that's hard. The loss of Zach Moss, loss of their quarterback, loss of their star receiver, loss of their safety. They didn't even deserve that. Than what they had. I'll say they go back to like a 5-7 record. I mean, that's just fitting for them. And I got like 2 more teams in my mind I'm thinking of. One of them being the Baylor Bears. Oof, the Baylor Bears. I think personally they won't do that great because they lost Denzel Mims. They lost their whole defensive line. I mean, that's just ridiculous. You gotta put them back. And they lost their head coach. They lost Matt Rule. That's probably going to be like a 2-11 or 2-10 team. That sounds bad, but when you think about it, it isn't that inaccurate. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. This is the Carter Buckets podcast. Go check out my other videos and go subscribe to Nate McNair. He does fishing content. Alright. See everybody. Peace.